Welcome to Nursing Research. I want to take you through some important things in this course before you get started. So first, let me show you something that is easy to overlook. So we're going to go to the modules here. And as you can see, we've got everything laid out nice and beautiful. Within each module, there are videos that introduce each module. So be sure you watch those because they help you to understand what you're about to jump into with each module. But underneath each module, introduction video, there's a hyperlink that asks you to click on it, and it includes terminology that you'll encounter within the module. Why is this important? Well, it is expected that you will use this terminology as you grow in your writing in this course. So, the next thing that can easily be overlooked, I will go back to the modules here and show you, are the rubrics for this course. So, first, we'll try one of these module critical appraisals, rapid critical appraisals. So to take a quick look, each one of the introductions to the rapid critical appraisal has a hyperlink that you can click on to look at the rubric that will be used to grade your assignment. Please make sure you read the full description of each point value so that you can understand what is expected of you. Not only is content part of your grade, but APA formatting, writing, and grammar will also be part of your grade for these assignments. Be sure that you read the instructions for each one of these rapid critical appraisals, as they do change according to what is required of the assignment. To go back, I would like to show you the rubric for your descriptive summary of evidence, which is one piece of the puzzle, if you will, for your final paper. Here is the rubric. You actually have a hyperlink there. And there's actually, for me, I can see this. I do not believe you'll have this on your side, but you have a hyperlink where you can look at the Word document version of what is expected of you for each section, okay? So make sure you look at these and make sure you have addressed these questions that are being asked here to make sure you get full credit for your work. As you saw with that rubric, the descriptive summary of evidence is simply that, a description of the 5 articles that you will use for your final paper. However, the critique of evidence is a bit different. So I will show you this rubric. You're expected to critique, so that means to analyze the articles for their strengths, okay? So this is actually showing you the critical appraisal rubric here, but I will show you down here on the critique of evidence what we're expecting. As you can see, it's similar, however, there are some differences. So we want you to discuss the rigor and the levels of evidence as you will learn about in the modules. And if those things are missing, you cannot receive full points. So please be sure that you are including this information when you write this critique of evidence paper for your 5 articles. And now I will show you the critical appraisal rubric. So this is the rubric for your final paper, okay? So as you can see here, it's also worth 100 points. As you see here at the bottom, 100 points. The important piece though is you must include a thesis statement. You need a PICO question for sure. But this is where your descriptive summary of evidence can help you build your paper. Because after you've written the descriptive summary of evidence, you'll be able to pick out the major themes and concepts that you found with those 5 research articles. The other piece is your critique of research, which is just like the critique of evidence. We're asking you to talk about the level of evidence and the rigor of each of the studies, and the studies as a group, but also to pick out 2 of these 4 areas that we have listed here that to critique specifically based on what you've learned from doing the rapid critical appraisals. as you will see as well in the professionalism portion of the paper, expecting you to stay within the page limit, but also to reflect and synthesize the literature. It's not written the same as the two assignments before it, but you're also expected to use the correct research terminology, which is why it is so important that you go and you read about the words that you are going to encounter in each module with these hyperlinks here. Okay? So, one last thing I want to show you is just kind of like some hints and help for you. So in the first module, you click through here, you'll see that each module is set up like this, where you have your reading, and if there's something for you to watch, it'll be below. But there's something right here that you must take note of. I've created a tips for writing document that can help you as you are starting your first rapid critical appraisal and getting yourself ready to write for this class. This document is meant to help you navigate APA. As I know, APA can be difficult, but make sure that you have your APA manual, the 6th edition. And in this document, you'll also find that there are examples for you to use for headers and how you do that, which is on the second page. Okay, and there's differing levels. You'll see that in your APA manual. But also note that this is just a guide. This is not a all-encompassing document that you have here. So you will still need your APA manual, but make sure that you download this and keep it by your computer or with your APA manual as a quick reference guide. Other than that, just take your time with everything, read everything carefully, make sure that you are asking questions when you need to ask questions. And for now, that's it. So we'll see you in the modules, and always feel free to contact your instructor if you have any questions.